This is my audience. Hello everyone, my name is Martine, and today I will be discussing why tobacco advertisements should be banned for good. When people start to realize the big number of deaths because of smoking tobacco, they decided to do something about it. They want all the advertising to be banned. Tobacco advertisements are poisoning our youth by making it seem that it's cool and it won't affect them in any way. The sad truth is that it's very dangerous and contains a lot of chemicals that will slowly kill you. But before giving you some facts on how tobacco advertising affects us, I would like to define the following key terms. WHO is the World Health Organization. ETS is environmental tobacco smoke or passive smoke. It is a mixture of two forms of smoke that comes from burning tobacco. Side stream smoke is smoke that comes from the end of a lighted cigarette, pipe, or cigar. Mainstream smoke is smoke that is exhaled by a smoker. You may be asking yourself, what can this tobacco habit do? This habit kills about 4 million people a year according to WHO, and by 2020 it will be responsible for 8.4 million deaths a year if smoking continues at this rate. Also, former smokers in the U.S., 637,000 have had a stroke from smoking. 138,000 have lung cancer from smoking. 1,154,000 have cancer other than lung cancer from smoking. 1,755,000 have had a heart attack from smoking. 1,743,000 have emphysema from smoking, and 1,872 have chronic bronchitis from smoking. Now moving on to current smokers in the U.S. 384,000 have had a stroke from smoking. 46,000 have lung cancer from smoking. 358,000 have cancer other than lung cancer from smoking. 1,273,000 have emphysema from smoking, and 2,633,000 have chronic bronchitis from smoking. All the advertisements are bringing new and younger smokers. Even if you don't smoke, there is still secondhand smoke to be careful with, and it's dangerous or worse than actually smoking. Without all the advertising, there won't be many smokers polluting our air, and we'd all be able to walk around and breathe fresh air without the secondhand smoke poisoning us. An estimated 46,000 deaths from heart diseases in non-smokers who live with smokers. About 3,400 lung cancer deaths in non-smoking adults. It also causes other breathing problems in non-smokers, including coughing, mucus, chest discomfort, and reduced lung function. 150,000 to 300,000 lung infections, such as pneumonia and bronchitis, in children younger than 18 months of age, which result in 7,500 to 15,000 hospitalizations annually. Secondhand smoke increases the number and severity of asthma attacks in about 200 million to a million children who have asthma. More than 750,000 middle ear infections in children, and secondhand smoke may also be linked to breast cancer. Now, I would like to tell you about the advertisement statistics and how our youth can fall into their lives. People just don't understand the harm they are putting themselves and others into. Despite the overwhelming evidence of adverse health effects from tobacco use, the tobacco industry is one of the most heavily marketed consumer products in America. Only the automobile industry markets its products more heavily. Tobacco is the only legal product in the U.S. that causes death and disability when used as intended. Tobacco use is the leading preventable cause of death in the U.S., causing an estimated 440,000 deaths annually, or 1 in 5 U.S. deaths. In 2002, tobacco companies spent a total of $12.47 billion, or more than $34 million a day, to promote and advertise their products in the U.S. This represents an increase in spending of 11.1% from the $11.22 billion spent in 2001. The tobacco companies' persuasive advertising and promotion techniques, such as connecting toxic and addictive tobacco products with exciting events and activities, add to the difficulties of reducing both the prevalence and initiation of smoking. Through advertising and promotion, the tobacco industry targets 1.63 million new smokers a year to compensate for those who quit or die. Women have also been extensively targeted in tobacco marketing. Such marketing is dominated by themes of an association between social independence, weight control, and smoking messages conveyed through advertisement featuring slim, attractive, and athletic models. Tobacco advertising also encourages young people to begin a lifelong addiction of smoking before they are old enough to fully understand its long-term health risk. A recent study found that 34% of teens began smoking as a result of tobacco company promotional activities. Children ages 10 to 15 who watch 5 or more hours of TV per day are 6 times more likely to start smoking than those who watch less than 2 hours per day. 52% of teens with non-smoking parents started smoking because of exposure and smoking in movies. In conclusion, I believe we should get rid of all the tobacco advertising once and for all. I think that the sooner we do it, the better it is, especially for our youth. Not only will we not lose any loved ones to tobacco products, but also save money. I hope that after all the facts and the dangers of having all the advertising around us, you will all agree with me with banning tobacco advertising. Thank you all for your time.